Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a deer. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Hi!
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
You want a sports degree that is beyond the game? A degree that immerses you from day one and launches you into the business side of sports. With a sports management major from IUPUI's School of Health and Human Sciences, you'll have insider access to sports professionals and will learn from faculty with years of teaching and industry experience. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sport industry career.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time. To pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Mortgage Group. I've been teaching here at Guerin Catholic for 13 years. I've been assistant coach also for 13 years. And I think it's important in today's world that we have young people growing up with the morals and values of faith-based education.
Hello, I'm Dwayne Thompson with Integrity Mortgage Group, and I support Guerin Catholic High School because I'm good friends and business partners with assistant coach Tommy Mascari, and any chance I have to support a Christ-centered education for today's youth, I take advantage of that opportunity and support in any way I can with my time, effort, volunteering, funds, and commercials like these.
Together we soar.
Guerin Catholic Sports on IndianaSRN,
where you're always in the game.
Some Indiana high school basketball about to come your way on this Tuesday afternoon from Whitestown, Indiana, home of the Knights of Traders Point Christian Academy, set to take on the Patriots of Bethesda Christian. It's all coming to you live right here on IndianaSRN. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Morales Group, building better futures, one story at a time. Bertner Electric, your licensed and experienced electrician serving Central Indiana. IU Sports Management, a lifetime of sport with a winning degree. Piper Logistics, 3 services, 1 logistical solution. And by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown farm equipment dealer. Alongside John Lester, Jarrett Lewis, pleased to be with you this afternoon for our Hoosier Basketball Magazine pregame show to get things started here at Traders Point Christian Academy. For the visitors, first of Bethesda Christian, an impressive season so far, John. 11-2 their overall record. 3-1 in conference play. They're in the Pioneer Conference, which they split up into 2 divisions. Right now, second in the South Division. And coming off a win last week against Horizon Christian, they won that game by 23. It was close in some parts early on, but the Patriots, with good solid play on both sides of the floor, it's a solid starting 5. They were able to pull away and get that win.
Yeah, Bethesda Christian, Horizon Christian tried to hang around there in the second half. The depth of Bethesda Christian ended up winning out there in the second half, kind of wore Horizon Christian down there. And I'm anxious to see what this Traders Point can do against this Bethesda team tonight. And
for Traders Point, pretty good guard play, as does Bethesda Christian and what they have. And for the Patriots, we'll mention them. In their game last week against Horizon Christian, it was a lot of the Malagan boys. Isaac finished the game with 15 points. Sam was able to add 12, so those two were able to combine for 27 of the 59 for Bethesda Christian. The other player in double figures from that game was Luke Stuckey, who's also a starter. He had 3 3-pointers, finished with 11 points. That's what this Bethesda Christian team brings, is good guys that can drive it into the lane, but also, if it's not there, able to kick things out to guys like Luke Stuckey, who has been on a tear of late. His past 2 games, he has made 7 3-pointers. He's really a knockdown guy that the Malagans are going to try to look out for here this afternoon.
Luke Stuckey, as you mentioned, a great 3-point shooter, and that's what makes Bethesda Christian. They can beat you both ways, like you mentioned. They can go inside. If that's not working, they have the outside shooters to be able to wear you down. And let's see, and Traders Point's going to try to keep that in check here somehow tonight.
It's a high-scoring team in Bethesda, 61 points this year for Traders Point. They're at 56 points a game. They give up just a little bit more to their opponents, and one way they score the basketball is via their senior guard in Tobias Grant, who in their last game in the win against Crystal House, he finished with 18 points, 3 assists, and 4 steals. You look at the 18 points is obviously impressive, and it was a game high for Traders Point, but also 4 steals. This Knights team on defense, and especially Grant, pacing them in that category, they're going to keep their hands active and try to get some steals that lead to fast break buckets.
Definitely, going to try and force Bethesda Christian into some turnovers tonight. That's something Traders Point's going to have to watch themselves. They turn it over, they average about 15.5 turnovers a game. Going to have to keep that in check tonight. They've done that a lot better during this 2-game winning streak. They've kept those turnovers in check for Traders Point to get back to the 500 mark.
Let's take our first break. We are getting closer to tip-off from Whitestown, Indiana. The Patriots and Knights set to do battle upcoming soon. We will take a break. Be right back here on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Traders Point Christian Academy. It's the Hoosier Basketball Magazine pregame show here on Indiana SRN. John Lester's here. I'm Jarrett Lewis. When we went to the break, before that were mentioning some of the guards for Traders Point, and one of them being Tobias Grant, their leading scorer this year. A tremendous season for the senior guard. He's at 18 points per game, and that's what he had in their last game against Crystal House Manual, which was a 63-52 victory. In that game, Traders Point shot 30 free throws. They went 20 of 30, and for Grant, he went to the charity stripe 14 times, ended up converting 10 of them.
Yeah, great ball, getting the ball inside like that. Anytime you can get to the free throw line 30 times in a game, you're doing something right, obviously. And Traders Point's been a little bit of a sketchy free throw shooting team, did much better in that game, as you mentioned. I think they're going to have to do that same thing tonight. Go inside and see if they can get Bethesda Christian wore down a little bit and get Bethesda Christian into a little bit of foul trouble tonight. I think it's going to be another key, too.
Speaking of free throws, their mark this season, not very good. They're at 58%. Shooting it at the free throw line as a team, but much better in their last game against Crystal House. Like we said, Devin Gurton went 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Something Traders Point might have to do tonight is more of that, is just getting to the line, forcing guys into maybe some foul trouble, because Bethesda is a fairly deep team, but you more often than not don't want to see their starting 5 later in the game. Obviously, you want to try to get some of those guys into foul trouble and just get them out of their sink, perhaps.
Yeah, Bethesda Christian, like I said, they wouldn't. Traders Point, not quite as deep. They want to try and get Bethesda into that foul problem, not get into foul troubles themselves, which has also been a little bit of a key this year. And if Traders Point can do those things, keep the turnovers down, get Bethesda into foul trouble, keep out of foul problems themselves, they've got a chance tonight.
The other player in double figures from their last matchup, Cooper Simmons-Little, who will also start tonight. He's a junior, averaging 10.5 points a game, also 5 rebounds on the season. He had 17 and 6 against Crystal House. So Simmons-Little and Grant able to do a lot of the dirty work against Crystal House, but they have a tough matchup on the other side with the Patriots of Bethesda Christian, who come in with a record of 11-2 under their second-year head coach, John Gruboms, who's 29-10 in his 2 years at Bethesda Christian. This is a team that won their sectional last year, finished 18-8, and currently riding a 3-game winning streak, really just playing their best basketball when it's starting to matter most.
Definitely, come to tournament time, and we'll see what happens here with 2 sectional rivals tonight as well.
Tuesday night basketball in the state of Indiana. We'll take one final break, and we will have the starting lineups and the tip-off up next from Traders Point Christian Academy. This is Indiana High School basketball, powered by IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back here at Traders Point Christian Academy, getting ready to meet the starters for the visitors tonight, the Bethesda Christian Patriots, and their starters look like this. Both the Millegans are out there. That's Isaac and Sam. Isaac wears number 0, Sam at number 3. Luke Stuckey in the starting lineup wears number 11. And also Carter Thornton is playing one of the other guards. He wears number 2. And back into the starting lineup, he missed their game against Horizon Christian. That's DeMonte Ferguson, who has missed a couple of games this year with injury. But back into the starting lineup tonight, a huge piece for Bethesda Christian. Really adds a lot of size for John Group Bombs. You have some tremendous guard play, and it's nice you're able to add a guy at 6'6" into your starting 5.
Yeah, definitely good to see Ferguson back tonight. I know he's had some injury issues this year, and hopefully he can stay healthy for the rest of this year for Bethesda. And Bethesda is going to have a size advantage tonight against Traders Point as well. That's something Traders Point's going to have to try to counter.
And for Traders Point, their starting lineup includes Jaden Corey, who's their big man down low. He wears number 24. A senior, Drew Busick, is in the starting lineup. The coach's kid of Sean Busick is doing his first year at Traders Point. And then the rest of the starting lineup is Tobias Grant, Cooper Simmons-Little, and Amari Justice. Traders Point in their home whites, navy blue numbers and letters, and Bethesda Christian, the visitors, in their road blacks. It'll be Ferguson and Corey, both wearing number 24, tipping it up, and Ferguson with a volleyball spike into the court, but it's controlled by the Patriots.
Looks like starting with a zone on defensively, and quick 3.
Into the corner, it's a 3 for Sam Milligan. 12 points. Back against Horizon Christian just a few days ago. Actually, a week ago to the day, and now the first possession for the home team. Nearly a steal for Milligan. It'll set up a 3 for Grant, trying to tie it back up. He can't. And the rebound to Thornton, who's looking to push the pace. Thornton kicks out. Another 3. Not good this time for Isaac. And Traders Point now will opt to slow things down.
Yeah, Traders Point want to get a little bit patient offense. They not real comfortable in the run and gun like Bethesda Christian sometimes tries to run.
Hand check foul is going to be called on Carter Thornton, first whistle of the ball game. Grant looks to get it in. Again, Traders Point coming off a victory against Crystal House Manual. They won it by 11. Here's an over and back, a turnover committed by the Knights, the first of the game.
Yeah, Amari Justice is going to be another guy to keep an eye on for Traders Point tonight.
Justice against Crystal House went 3 of 5 shooting from downtown. That was all of his points in that matchup. A 3-point threat for Traders Point. 2-3 zone. Ferguson inside, loses the handle on it, and Busick grabs the ball. Busick trying to get rid of Thornton. Stays consistent, just throws it up, and they do say it was last touched by Bethesda. Kind of a wild sequence there.
Yeah, that was, I don't know if trying to draw some contact underneath there, but Traders Point is able to keep the ball.
Trying to swing it on the baseline. Cooper Simmons Little, his pass is batted out of bounds. It's an interesting situation. Doing the game last week at Horizon Christian for Bethesda. Same design gym where the walls are right behind the basketball goal, and they were able to have success. Got off to a slow start scoring the ball, did Bethesda. Here's Tobias Grant, the first points for Traders Point. But it is funny, your back-to-back games are much smaller atmosphere and environment on the road if you're Bethesda.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of room to work with there out of bounds, that's for sure.
A little over 2 minutes gone by in this opening period. Malagan into the corner. Nifty pass. Ferguson out to Stuckey. His first three-point attempt. Too strong. Doesn't get the bounce. Ferguson comes flying in. He got fouled.
Good hustle there by Ferguson off the miss. Getting 2 free throws.
And before we see free throws, we'll take another look at this nifty move by Grant in the lane. Splits the defense.
Good to see Tobias Grant back for Traders Point. Last game I did of theirs, he missed that game against Lutheran. Good to see him back.
Ferguson able to connect on the first, and he missed their last game. That was at Horizon Christian. Ferguson able to go 2 for 2. Grant runs the point for the Knights. Busick, cross-court pass. Grant, same spot, different result this time.
Nice ball moving, finding Grant for the wide-open three to tie this ball game.
They shot 5 of 12 in their last game. Thornton, second chance won't go. Grant, check that, that's Justice. He'll bring things back out. Simmons Little trying to get involved for the first time.
Nicely
Uses
done.
the glass nicely. Cooper Simmons Little, first bucket.
Nice move inside for Simmons Little, and Traders Point has our first lead.
All the momentum here in the early going. Now shifting to the home side. Cross-court pass. Wide open for a three. Can't answer, in and out. But Ferguson, offensive board, rejected by Corey.
Nice block there by Corey.
Jaden Corey with the rejection. Similar design play. Busick gets it off a screen. They now double him. Into some trouble and a steal. Malagan the other way. Started on the left side but finished with the right. That's Sam Malagan. He's now have 5.
Now forcing that turnover and getting the Malagan layup there. Tie game.
5 points for Sam. Able to tie things back up at 7. Grant, nice dish to Corey, but he can't finish.
You got to be able to finish those.
Halfway through this first period. Ferguson. One more pass into the corner. It's not there. He'll drive baseline. That's Malagan. Thornton up top. Trying to go in between Busick and Grant. And I think Grant got some contact up into the face. They do indeed call the foul on Thornton. And that's his second foul.
It's his second, and on that last offensive possession there for Bethesda, I was kind of surprised to see Malagan pass up that open three he had.
It looked like Stuckey may have had a look, too, on the left wing. Grant will take a seat for a moment. And there looks like there may be some blood, perhaps, on the floor. You can see everybody taking a look. Well, maybe not, so that's a good thing. It could be. You saw Grant kind of looking at his hand after he got hit. Maybe a contact did fall out, or maybe he was looking for blood. But he runs off to the locker room. First substitution, we see Devon Gurton check in. Traders Point will set things back up with Justice. Busick.
Traders Point being very patient on offense, looking for their shot.
Simmons Little to the free throw line, kicks things out. Justice will try a three. He had that success against Crystal House, but his first shot won't go.
Good look there by Justice, just unable to convert.
First substitution for Bethesda has Jamison Chapman checked in. He wears number 22. Ball batted out of bounds, will stay on this end of the floor. Whistles beforehand.
Issue on the sideline
well,
there.
Got two, now three little guys over there in the corner, making sure they got their heads on a swivel, and hitting the shot right in front of them is Sam Malagan. He is on fire in this first quarter.
Is that 8 points for him in the quarter?
It is. 2 threes have gone through for Sam. Trying to answer. Ball hits the net. Simmons Little into the lane. Tough shot. Went up with the left, and he got some contact.
Yeah, drawing the contact there. Chance to get 2 at the line here for Simmons Little. Not exactly his strong point this year, though, but we'll see what he does here.
For Sam Malagan, he had 2 3-pointers made in the third quarter. It took him a while to knock down some triples in their last contest as Simmons Little shortens the first. But already off to a hot start here. 8 of the 10 for Bethesda. Ferguson has the other 2 via free throw shots. At the line on this end, Simmons Little able to hit the second.
Looks like Traders Point has been mixing up the defense, going from a little bit of zone, going man-to-man. Now they're back to the zone, it looks like.
And you see Grant is back out there. He's at the top of this 2-3 zone alongside Busick. Ferguson rises up. It won't go. Girton with the board. Girton will work things to Busick. Thought about a step back. Corey in the lane over the left shoulder. Gets the friendly roll.
Nicely done there by Corey. Tie game.
Jaden Corey, from last year seeing him play, you have seen such a huge improvement in his game offensively and earning a starting spot this year. Chapman with the runner, able to get it to go.
His answer there by Chapman.
Crowd now trying to get into it. And a 2-3 zone this in also. Chapman and Stuckey at the top. Into the corner. Simmons Little will drive baseline. Saw some help start from Ferguson, and he may have affected that shot. Up the floor to Stuckey, and I guess he took his eyes off of it.
Yeah, a little bit of a, take your eye off the ball there, getting a turnover.
And meanwhile, you have, again, the PA announcer wants to make sure that those balls are taken care of. Those guys in the corner back there.
They want to get in the game here, Jared.
Yeah. Well, they enjoy watching their high school squad compete and keeping things close with this Bethesda Christian team. Justice over to Busick. Busick still looking to get a shot off. And we'll see how Grant and company handle this remaining 30 seconds if they opt to stay patient.
Look, they may run it all the way down here. Well, just as I say that.
Into the corner. 3 from Justice won't go, and now it's Bethesda's turn. They may act quickly. They do. Stuckey, too strong. Long rebound. Ferguson was able to rip it away from Girton. And a tie-up in the corner stops it at 13.3.
That's hustled by both guys there on that rebound attempt. Traders Point will get the ball here for the final possession.
And possession arrow does favor the Knights.
Looks like we're seeing Gehring for the first time for Bethesda.
Also, Jackson Wilhite will finish out the remaining seconds of this first quarter for Traders Point. 8 seconds for Grant. Looking for a screen. Into the corner. Justice, step back. Just off the mark. Could have been a great way to end the first quarter, but still, solid play from both teams. The away team on the scoreboard, that's the Patriots. They have a 2-point lead as we head to quarter number 2. Indiana High School basketball on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
8 more minutes put on the clock. Second quarter about to get underway from Whitestown, Indiana. John Lester along with myself, Jarrett Lewis. A close and exciting first quarter of play. Traders Point keeping right with Bethesda Christian. Both these teams riding some win streaks. For Bethesda, it's been 3 in a row. And Traders Point, they have won their last 2. Now we have some more direction from the referees. There's been a couple people kind of around the baseline.
The officials don't like anybody on the sideline there tonight. It doesn't look like.
They're making sure there's basketballs being put away, and of course for the safety of all the guys out there. Don't want anything ending up on the court. It'll be Bethesda Christian starting off with the basketball in this second quarter. Tough drive baseline, but able to get out of it was Malagan. They swing it all the way around, and Isaac tries to save it, but he's unable to do so.
Looked like he took his eye, just looking, it looked like he took his eye off the pass when the ball was coming towards him and created a turnover.
It was great ball movement. Had something cooking there.
Those little guys on the sideline get involved in the play again.
We see this usual cross screen with Busick, but able to run a couple different sets out of it. It hasn't always been the exact same thing, but they may try it again here. Grant dribbles left side. Ferguson comes out and doubles him. Busick cross court to Justice. Neither of those two have got into the box score quite yet. It was 5 points that opening quarter for Tobias.
Now we're getting a double team out there.
Busick, bad pass, out of the reach of Justice, and a nice turnover force there from Bethesda.
Yeah. Throwing that double team in there, and kind of caught Traders off guard there, and turnover.
Now the Patriots will try things yet again. Second possession of this quarter. On the drive, shot deflected. It may have been Busick who got a hand on it. Drew will bring it across half court. Stays patient, sees some contact, and a foul looks to be upcoming, called on Isaac Malagan.
Been a pretty clean game so far. We've only had, 4 fouls in the game?
There's been now 5 total. 4 are going against Bethesda. Not very many whistles in the early going.
Traders Point being very, very patient on offense, just looking for their shot here.
Busick nearly sees another double come at him. And now Grant's the one to see it. Tries to thread the defense, which he does. Able to get out of it. Busick. Would have been a deep 3 jab step and a Hand check is going to be the call. This time Sam Milligan will pick up a personal.
Foul starting to add up a little bit for Bethesda. Still only 5, though, in the half.
2 substitutions from Coach Sean Busick. Jaden Corey, one of the starters, comes back in. And Evan Gurton, the 6th man, checks back into the ballgame. Tobias between the legs. Little under and up and unable to get it to go. Chapman will push it up the floor.
Yeah, I think the defense underneath kind of altered that shot there for Grant.
Ferguson catch and shoot at the free throw line, and that's knocked down.
Ferguson getting a nice look there for his first field goal.
4 points now for DeMonte. His first game coming back since being out. Busick will now work with Gurton. Gurton picks up his dribble. This has been, like you said, John, they are very patient. They find the best look with Simmons Little. Doesn't get it to go, and a tip-in by Corey.
I'm wondering if on the attempt, Bethesda may have tipped that ball in, actually.
I think you're right. I think it'll probably be given to Corey, but it was more so of possibly Jamison Chapman down there, I think, could have tipped it in himself. Stuckey can't answer, in and out. Yet to knock down a 3. Busick up the floor. Grant in some trouble, and he throws it away.
Yeah, trying to throw into a double team there. That usually doesn't work. A nice block.
Simmons Little with the swat on Stuckey.
I'm very impressed with the defenses on both teams here tonight so far.
A low-scoring affair. Bethesda, they scored 59 against Horizon. Traders Point came away with 63 on Crystal House, and here's another turnover.
We've got that unofficially as 5 turnovers on Bethesda.
Foul away from the ball.
And Isaac Milligan with his second.
You could see somebody having a conversation with one of the officials. And a foul away from the basketball. Now that puts them at 16 fouls. The next one we'll see 1 and 1. So taking a seat is Sam Milligan. He has 2. Carter Thornton checks in for him. He has 2. Simmons Little after the screen, able to roll. Hands off to Gurton. Saw some contact. Ferguson doesn't like the call. He thought he went straight up.
Yeah, that's going to put them in the penalty, and Gurton frustrated that he didn't get the and 1 there. It didn't drop, but still has a chance to earn 2 at the line.
Coach Gerbam is trying to get an explanation on the foul. Either way, Gurton is shooting free throws. He's guaranteed 2. The first one goes in. So now what do we have
discussion here about something. Well,
it looks like it's a I didn't see a T call, but
I didn't either.
Appears to be, and that is indeed the case. Technical on someone from Bethesda. Not sure if it was Coach Gerbams or maybe an assistant, but somebody on that bench, unfortunately for the Patriots, will give more free throws over to Gurton.
They've been a little vocal there for a little while on that bench, and they must have finally just said the magic words, or the official said enough was enough and teed them up.
Plus you add, usually an argument is the difference in fouls called. Just 1 called against the Knights. You can see there on the scoreboard. So Gurton hits the shooting free throws. And now we have the technical free throws upcoming from Busick. Their best free throw shooter this year. A chance to score for the first time, and Drew does just that.
Be a 4-point trip here for Traders Point if he can get this one.
Busic's second free throw, also good. Traders Point is 5 of 6 shooting free throws. Just 2 made free throws for Bethesda Christian. Right now, that's one of the differences as Traders Point retakes the lead. They're up 2, and a full timeout on the court. We'll be right back on IndianaSRN.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Action about to get back underway after a technical foul issued to Bethesda Christian. I want to remind you this broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited.
And because that was a dead ball technical, Traders Point's also going to get the possession here.
So could be a 6-point swing at least as Girton hits the shot, and now a chance at a 3-point play.
Boy, you have got to be pleased if you're Coach Busick right now with Traders Point.
And really pleased with the play of Girton, who came off the bench in the first quarter, has 4 points so far in this quarter, and another look.
Yeah, great move there by Girton, drawing the contact inside.
And perhaps a bigger topic is that's foul number 3 on Thornton.
Yeah, that's definitely now another discussion.
They're telling Coach Gerboms, and we are right here. Our camera shot is right next to the bench and the scores table. They're going to ask Coach Gerboms to take a seat for the remainder of the game.
I don't know who that was that just went running across the floor there.
Well, until they find him a seat, a chair to sit in, Coach Gerboms may have to. It looks like he does have a seat now.
Okay.
Girton can't convert the 3-point play.
Still a 6-point trip there for Traders Point.
And so far this quarter, it's an 8-2 scoring advantage for Traders Point. Stuckey, third time's not the charm. He missed the rim. Chapman has it. Nice Euro step into the lane. Can't put it in. Off of the glass. Justice will push it up. Justice catch and shoot. Wow. His 3 is good. Amari Justice for the first time.
This is one now, an 11-2 spurt.
All the momentum on the side of Traders Point. A 3 from Bethesda won't go. That was Malagan. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll go with the Knights.
Yeah, Traders Point, red hot, and it seems there's a lid on the basket on the Bethesda end.
The 2 points came from Ferguson, who hit a shot at the free throw line. That seemed like ages ago. There was the 3 from Justice. Largest lead for either team right now. It's a Traders Point 7-point advantage.
looks like Bethesda's shaking the defense up a little bit here as well, trying to.
This is something they're pretty good at. They're going to bring some guys out, extend the defense up. Justice, opposite corner, different result this time. Foul underneath, going to go on CSL. That's Simmons Little.
Good look again for Justice. Just unfortunate for him, unable to knock that one down.
Just the second team foul called on the Knights compared to the 9 of Bethesda. 30-second timeout you can see there called by Coach Gerbam's Bethesda Christian. His team trailing by 7. And an important 2:34 left to go in this second quarter. Serenity Care Services is an Indiana licensed service agency. We are the friendly, experienced team of caregivers that you have been seeking. Call Angela at 317-900-6202. Serenity Care Services serving Indianapolis and the 5 surrounding areas. Also, the IHSAA Foundation. You can subscribe to their newsletter, The Advocate, at IHSAAfoundation.org. We want to thank the IHSAA Foundation for what they're doing for our student athletes. So a quick 30 called for the Patriots as they have only seen 2 points in this second quarter of play. Sam Malagan had an 8-point first quarter, but the defense of Traders Point has really tightened up on him.
Yeah, definitely. Traders Point, kind of shaking up that defense, and home Bethesda Christian just 2 points here in the second quarter. Like I say, if you're Coach Busick, you've got to be pleased. And a little bit of foul trouble here on Bethesda as well here in this first half.
Now the Knights will pick up the defense and extend it out. Around the volleyball line, Chapman and Stuckey are at the top. Chapman will drive in. Busick tried to cut him off.
A little too tight on the coverage there for Busick. They can be a little aggressive here. That's the only 3 team fouls.
Chapman in between the defense, way too strong. Nearly falling down was Grant. We have one referee with a jump ball and one with a foul called. Let's see what the end result is. It's going to be a foul.
That'll be 2 shots now for the rest of the half, I believe.
It's going to go on Sam Malagan. He now has 3 fouls.
So you got Thornton and Malagan now both with 3. That could be a big issue in the second half for Bethesda. We'll see.
Will be interesting to see if those 2 will even start the second half. So they are both starters. Thornton hasn't scored, but Malagan has 8 of the 14. Tobias, nothing but net on the first. $18 points, 4 rebounds. Nearly 3 steals, actually, for Tobias on the season. He goes 2 for 2.
And also great news for Traders Point. This team's under 60% on this free throw shooting team this year, 7 for 10 in the first half.
That's pretty good. You like those numbers. Ball's batted out of bounds. 6 different scores for Traders Point so far, and just 3 guys for Bethesda Christian. Outside, Chapman, short on the 3. It's tipped out to Stuckey, a second chance for the Patriots.
Well, Bethesda just can't buy a basket right now.
Spin move, Malagan. Nice wraparound pass to his brother, and Isaac is able to finish, count the bucket.
Nice pass there, and maybe that'll get Bethesda's offense going here.
Amari Justice, personal foul number 1 for him. Malagan scores for the first time. And the free throw is also good.
I expect to see Traders Point very, very patient on this offensive possession. Just maybe take as much time off this first half clock as they can.
Grant weaving his way through traffic. Finally dishes to Busick, who goes over the ocean. Justice rises up, bounces around and down for Amari.
Got the shot they wanted, though, with Justice.
Bethesda Stuckey trying to use his eyes to move the defense. Bethesda wants one shot, but Chapman will go quickly. He'll avoid the orders and does get the shot to fall.
That was I don't know if that was designed or not, but it pays off for 2 points nonetheless.
So now it could be Traders Point with one final shot. Tobias Grant will go. He's at 7, sees a double team. Justice down low to Corey. No roll there. Girton offensive board. Thought I heard a whistle, but perhaps not, as the three-quarter court shot from Malagan doesn't go. It's an impressive second quarter for Coach Sean Busick and his Traders Point Knights. They trailed by 2 after 8, but a second stint of 8 minutes, they see a 6-point lead. 25-19 is our score. One of the replays, and it was the Malagan and one. So a 6-point advantage for Traders Point. And they will go to the locker room trying to figure things out. A low-scoring first half, John. The defense has been quite impressive.
Yeah, anytime you can hold Bethesda to 19 points in the first half, you're obviously doing something right here. And the Traders Point, as I mentioned, being very patient on offense, getting their shots, and throwing Bethesda for a loop offensively there, it looks like, in that first half. At least Traders Point can keep it up in that second half.
We'll now take a break for halftime. It's the Hoosier Basketball Magazine halftime period. And we'll be back for the second half from Whitestown, Indiana, here on IndianaSRN.
Today, greed, selfish interest, and barefaced corruption seem all the fashion. America needs great men of tolerance who can give honest debate to the great issues of the day. I've seen mostly squabbling, men squandering their time, being wolves to one another. Yet, I'm not without hope. We still have Freemasonry. Yes, the same Freemasons that helped create this country have always provided great men when needed. And today, in every city and town in America, Freemasonry is still providing that special place where young men can find their greatness and accomplished men can give something back. Yes, in this time of great hope, it is my hope that America will see that Freemasonry is a national treasure that cannot be separated from our country's future.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year. Come on, get your head out of your sacks. Shh, we're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
I get her! Not solo!
You see if I get it?
Yeah!
Traders Point Christian School is ready to launch a really exciting educational model in our high school that will affect the school all the way down to our preschool. So we're going to initiate a program called Schools Within a School. Traders Point Christian Schools as a whole offers traditional academic courses to all of our students. Courses like science, English, math, and history. But our Schools Within Schools is going to offer a really unique opportunity to students who want to broaden their perspective, broaden their opportunities in high school. We are going to give students the opportunity to focus their education on things that they're passionate about, things that really motivate them, things that they think they might want to do as a career beyond high school. There's 4 different tracks. One track is the School of Applied Sciences, and that might be for the student who plans to go straight from high school to a career. And then there's the School of Fine Arts. That's that right-brained creative person. And then there's the School of Leadership, the student who wants to be an entrepreneur, a business leader. And then the School of Biomedical Sciences, that student who wants to go on to some field of medical practitioner. So they might want to be a nurse, a doctor, a dentist, or a variety of fields within biomedical sciences. So in my 30 years of Christian education, I've not seen an opportunity like this. It doesn't exist anywhere else in Indianapolis. So give your students this opportunity. Check us out. The time is now.
Well, students at Traders Point Christian Schools are taking a new robotics course thanks to IHSAA Technology Partners. It's actually part of a new multi-year student STEM program that integrates into Traders Point's schools within a school model.
Well, preschool through high school, 18 months to 18 years. I've been around for 40 plus years as a preschool early childhood center and developed over time. This is our 10th, 11th year as a high school. And we have just moved into our only high school building we've ever had 3 years ago. Part of that is launching 4 schools within a school. The School of Biomedicine, the School of Leadership, the School of Fine Arts, and the School of Applied Sciences, which is where this partnership comes into play. The School of Applied Sciences is our way of providing our students with project-based learning, real life examples of things that they can do in the workforce to prepare themselves for the next step.
Yep. Roger, from IHSAA Technology Partners standpoint, talk about how this partnership really came together.
Yeah, it really came together at the Indy 500 last year. We invited Ryan and a couple of his colleagues out for the race, and we got talking about what they were doing with the school. So Ryan was telling us what he was doing, and I was really interested in it because, you know, my entire career I've focused on helping kids and, you know, helping people achieve the dreams that they want, you know, through their career. And I thought this was a good way for us to get involved and help kids, you know, be able to go down a technology path and not have to leave Indianapolis. We're really focused on training our employees and giving them the skills they need to be successful. So we want to do the same thing with these kids. We want to bring them in, give them a path. They can either take a Microsoft Cloud certification path or a Cisco engineering certification path. And, you know, that year that they're with us, they will get certified in that path, and they'll have job-ready skills from that. They could go to work immediately.
Yeah. So Ryan, this is, and we look at from the student perspective, these are really hands-on experiences. I know internships are part of this as well. So whether they want to go on to college, go straight into the workforce, or some combination, these students will have that ability.
I think what's attractive to us is that this is a rare opportunity for them. Oftentimes in schools, they're aligned with universities and higher education, which is great, and we are too. But the opportunity to work with someone in the workforce in our community that's doing innovative things, and then, you know, to align our missions as well, to where we can focus on soft skills like character development and communication and creative thinking, problem solving. So it's just a win-win for us, and we jumped at the chance.
The thing that I love about Traders Point is that they make learning fun, and my kids love going to school here.
Children know that they're loved and that they're safe, and this is a good, healthy place for them to be, and they can learn in a safe environment.
Everybody cares about your feelings and how you want to be treated, and God is always with you no matter what is happening in your life.
We got our kids started at age 2, and they've been there all the way through. Our oldest is now 20, so we've seen it through every step of the way and loved it.
Our lower school program here at Traders Point Christian Schools really has 4 distinctives. The Christian worldview, we have STEM as an initiative, and we also have outdoor and environmental education. Perhaps most importantly, at Traders Point, your children are part of a family. Not only are they excited and engaged about their learning, but every day they are loved, they are taught well, they are nurtured in Christ, and I can't think of a better gift that a parent could give a child.
We love that our kids will have that environment here and that it's safe and loving, and the teachers are welcoming them with open arms and a smile on their face.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
One half down, one half left to go in Whitestown, Indiana. The Knights of Traders Point trailed by 2 after the first quarter, but the second quarter was all theirs. Only giving up 7 second quarter points to Bethesda Christian. One of the guys that still kept his scoring streak going was Tobias Grant right there. He leads all scorers with 7 points. Jarrett Lewis and John Lester here with you on IndianaSRN. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just a lot of momentum shifting towards the side of the Knights, and it really started on the defensive end. Got some stops, and like we said, just 7 points for Bethesda that quarter.
Yeah, defense leads to good offense, and holding Bethesda Christian to 7 points in a quarter. I don't remember the last time that happened outside of a game that was out of reach there a couple days ago. But anytime you can hold a team scoring over 60 points a game, holding them to 19 in the first half is very impressive.
We had a feeling in the first quarter this may be a low-scoring game, and right now that trend is continuing, and we will now see if the starting lineup changes for the second half for Bethesda Christian. They have 2 starters in foul trouble, each with 3 fouls, Carter Thornton and Sam Malagan. Malagan had 8 points all in the first quarter, and it looks like neither of those two are out there to start this second half.
Yeah, I don't want to get them in their fourth early on in this third quarter, so Coach is holding back, keeping them on the bench here.
Jamison Chapman will be out there. He's one of the reserves that will start this second half. It's the same starting 5 for Traders Point, however, and they will begin with the basketball now going from left to right. Justice. Quick turnover. Ferguson tries to go coast to coast. He was looking at Stuckey and threw a fastball into him before he got fouled. So they do have Sam Malagan out there, actually. He does have those 3 fouls like we mentioned, but is starting this second half, as has his brother Isaac. Chapman will drive in. Took some contact from Corey, but still able to finish through it.
Good job there by Chapman. And one of the other keys we were talking about before the game was what's been a little bit of an issue with Traders Point with turnovers. They had only 5 in that first half and averaging over 15 a game. That was another big key in that first half.
And they had their win against Crystal House, an 11-point victory, but finished with 18 turnovers in that game. So taking care of the basketball much better in this time around. A 3 to get things going from Busick in the corner.
Great look there for Busick. Their first 3 and his first field goal of the game.
I think that's his first shot that he's put up. And he knocks down the triple. Extends the lead up to 7 now. On the floor, Grant able to tie up with Chapman. Back at this 3 from Busick. It was that quick pass from Corey.
Yeah, left Busick open out there. Got the easy 3-point basket.
A little bit of a stoppage, and now we see Bethesda does get it in. This 3 is good. That was one of the Malagans. Down low. Nice pass. It's stripped away. It was knocked out by Sam Malagan. He was the one that knocked down the 3. He's the first into double digits.
Malagan, I think, was thinking that was off Traders Point. He was kind of stunned when they called it Traders Point ball there.
3 threes been able to knock down for number 3. Sam Malagan trying to keep the Patriots within striking distance.
Again, going to the patient offense for Traders Point here.
Grant, 5-second call. Stuckey was just close enough.
Yeah, you got to do something with it out there. And unfortunately for Grant, the 5-second bug got him.
And I'm not sure if Coach Busick thought Stuckey was close enough, but indeed that is the call. Another look at the Malagan 3. Catch and shoot for Sam. He's got 11. Stuckey trying to look down low. Flare screen. Girton read it the whole way.
Nice play there for Girton.
Girton able to add 4 points off the bench. And they all came in that second quarter. He had that huge and one opportunity that gave them that 6-point sequence. You add on the free throws from the first foul plus the technical free throws. And Traders Point had themselves a 6-point trip.
Yeah.
This time, though, Girton is late getting the ball and called for a foul.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive there. A lot of the body, and first foul on Girton.
Busick and Grant run the top of the 2-3 zone. Chapman goes between 4 defenders, kicks out. This time Malagan's 3 won't go. His brother Isaac takes a fall.
You're going to get Corey over the back there, I believe.
Corey with a push gets called for that foul.
That's already 3 fouls in the quarter for Traders Point.
A little bit of a different story so far to start the second half. At one point, it was 9 fouls to 1, Bethesda having the more. Ferguson rips it away and able to kick things out. Chapman can't get a 3 to fall.
3-point shooting not there really tonight for Bethesda so far.
Other than Malagan, nobody else has hit one. Stuckey is over. Chapman has tried a couple. Foul is on the floor. Going on Sam Malagan. That's
4.
a big one.
Oh, it was only 3, excuse me. They must have changed one earlier. I had him for 4 there.
I did too. So now Sam has 3. And now Thornton will come in for him. We believe he has 3 also.
Yeah. I'll try and figure out where the discrepancy is here.
Justice staying patient. It's Grant dribbling with the right. Chapman was waiting for a screen, and Grant rises up at the right time to get a nice floater down.
Nice floater there. Gives him 9 points.
Chapman in the air, able to dish it down to Ferguson. A couple of bounces around. It won't fall for him. Girton will work with Busick. Drew has to bring things back out towards the top of the key. Tobias, nice right to left, into the lane. Saw some contact. He wants a foul. Nothing's called there. Chapman up the length of the floor to Stuckey.
Yeah, unable to get back there defensively for Traders Point, giving up an easy 2-point layup there, 4-point game.
Stuckey's 0 for 3, shooting it from downtown, but is finally able to get some points in via that fast break too.
Very careful. He was called for a 5 out there earlier.
That's exactly right. And it's Stuckey who's been trying to keep Grant close by. Some weaving between the guards of Traders Point. Thornton doesn't want to pick up a foul either. Behind the back, Grant into the lane, going at Ferguson. Not sure how that's a foul on DeMonte. He literally stood there.
He doesn't either.
His feet were cemented in the floor, and he went straight up, but he is guilty.
Going to get free throws here for Grant.
I believe they say that's 3 on DeMonte.
Okay, so that would have been the one that we had for Malagan.
So now there's 3 players with 3. Ferguson's going to stay out there.
Not a shooting foul.
But Thornton, Sam Malagan, and Ferguson each with 3. Dangerous pass. Stolen by Stuckey. A chance for more fast break points. He'll get him at the free throw line.
Grant almost had no choice but the foul there, prevent the easy layup. Getting a little more physical here in the second half, looks like.
Stuckey coming off an 11-point performance against the Lions of Horizon Christian, able to extend their winning streak to 3 games. He was one of 3 players in double figures, along with Isaac and Sam Malagan. First free throw is good.
Both teams doing very well at the line so far here tonight.
Bethesda is 4 of 4, now 5 of 5. And Traders Point is 7 of 10, like you mentioned from earlier.
2-point game here, Jarrett.
It's gotten closer. Bethesda not going away. Grant gets a screen from Girton. Girton will drive baseline, trying to get around Stuckey. He gets around him, along with Eisen Malagan to finish.
Tough shot there for Girton.
Girton having a heck of a game. Past 2 quarters. He has been huge coming off of the bench. Do we get a timeout or a jump ball? It's like a timeout.
Timeout, wow.
Coach Gerboms was able to sneak one in there. It's a full timeout, so we'll take one with him. 4-point lead for Traders Point, 2:43 left to go in this third quarter. Girton able to extend that lead back up to 4 points.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back out of the timeout called by Bethesda Christian. Another look at the beautiful floater going over the St. Louis Arch, it looked like there from Tobias Grant.
So it looks like they've got 3 players with 3 fouls in the game for Bethesda, if I'm not mistaken. And turnover.
Tipped it away. Justice has it. Gonna try to do it all himself. Can't finish on the right, but there's Girton. Comes flying in and timed it perfectly.
Wow.
Quite the move from Devin Girton.
What a game he's having.
Malagan, can he answer? He cannot, and it was Girton on the defense. Traders Point. Into the corner. Can Girton score again? Charge this time.
I was wondering if they were going to say the defender was set there, but they say he was. I don't think Coach Busick agrees with that.
Girton's at 8 points now. You appreciate his courage of taking that in. His season average is at 6 points. He's been able to reach that tonight along with their last game. Here's Gehring. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action so far tonight. He draws a foul. Girton picks him up back to back.
I got him for 3. Is that?
That's what I got him got.
That could be an issue in the fourth quarter for Traders Point. We'll see. We got Gehring at the line.
For the first time, Jesse Gehring knocks down his first free throw. Patriots are still shooting it perfect. Isaac checks out. Sam will come in for him. Gehring able to go 2 for 2. 7 of 7 is the team.
I think we might be going down to the wire here in this one.
Grant looking around, hands off to Justice. Thinking about a screen from Corey, opts not to use it. Busick has had a quiet game, gives to Grant, try to use the glass from deep.
Yeah, didn't quite get set that time. Not the best of shots by Grant that possession.
Thornton, cross court, was deflected by Girton. Boy, he has been tremendous defensively. There's another deflection. Stuckey, another three from Sam. Not this time. Foul will head to the other end.
We get Gehring on that?
That is indeed the case. Jesse Gehring's first foul.
Another good Traders. Bethesda's going to be shooting free throws the rest of this game, too. That's only the third foul, the half on Bethesda.
Tobias Grant, 2 points so far in this quarter. He's got 9 altogether. We'll run this usual screen across the floor at the free throw line. Busick. Girton was open backside, but Justice didn't see him. Grant in a tough spot. Ooh, has to call a timeout, just Coach Busick. Tobias got himself into some trouble, and Stuckey's defense has been able to pick up pretty well on Tobias here of late. Stuckey's really been their best defender for Bethesda Christian. Usually the guy that you see guarding the opponent's best player. So this 30-second timeout starts to wind down for Traders Point. So replay, the finish by Girton. Of course, you don't see him coming until the very last second.
Yeah, I didn't even see him, until the end, and there he was. Come on, yeah.
So it's difficult for Bethesda to pick him up and box him out. During this timeout, we want to send out our thanks to Family Source Insurance. Auto, home, life, or business, they have you covered. Call Pat Cherry, get a quote today, 317-884-8046. Family Source Insurance, a proud sponsor of IndianaSRN. Make sure you stay tuned for the Family Source Insurance postgame show right after the game. Drew Busick for the second time, and they've come in this second quarter, both of them. Tobias Grant the other way. 5 points in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's not the end of the third quarter you were looking for if you're Bethesda here. You're in a 9-point hole all of a sudden.
5 seconds for the Patriots. Chapman, one dribble pull-up, won't fall. And a wild shot. Oh, my.
Wow.
Sam Malagan on the baseline just grabs it and throws it up. And I guess a much better way to end the third quarter,
true.
But still, the Patriots find themselves down by 7 with the fourth and final quarter upcoming. Another look at it.
I don't think he knew where that basket was. I think he just threw that thing up there.
Great capture by cameraman Nick Lewis. So one final break, one final quarter. Back in a moment on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back just in time to see Traders Point start the fourth quarter with the basketball, but before then, a couple of whistles, and they don't want to bring Chapman in just yet. So interesting. Maybe he was supposed to start the fourth quarter, but he doesn't get to be out there just yet. Along with John Lester, Jarrett Lewis with you on IndianaSRN. Thanks so much for spending your Tuesday night with us. It's been a fun one. And Bethesda won't go away, but Traders Point with a nice run to end that third quarter, about 5 points in quite possibly 5 seconds. It happened in a blur. They start the fourth with a 7-point lead. Justice found a spot, but his shot won't go. Amari has 5 points. Malagan has a couple of threes. He can't add on to that. Ferguson offensive rebound. DeMonte able to get Corey into the air, draw the foul, and convert.
Yeah, great and one opportunity there for Ferguson.
Second foul on Corey.
And we'll see if this is going to be Bethesda, who has not missed a free throw all night, will be at the line the entire quarter on every foul. See if that plays a factor here.
Ferguson does get a nice bounce and converts the three-point play. Still perfect from the line, like you said.
I was just waiting for the jinx there right after I said that.
That's how it usually goes, right? Grant will dribble left. Gets 2 screens. This time Chapman will guard him. Justice opts not to use the screens. He drives left and got a foul from Sam Malagan.
That is definitely 4 now on Malagan.
Definitely number 4. And that is going to be huge the rest of the way out. They're going to keep him out there.
I was wondering, almost 7 minutes. But
Girton will go right at Ferguson, but lost the handle. Bethesda in a good spot here. Plenty of time left. I mean, pretty much the whole fourth quarter. And you're still only down 4. You've been down as much as 9 in this ball game. Grant tried to swoop in and steal it away from Ferguson. How about the English?
Nice move by Ferguson. Wow.
Just enough spin from DeMonte to get it to fall. He's up to 9 points.
Back to 2 again.
So far, the trends in this game, though, Bethesda's been able to close it down to 2 points, 3 points, but Traders Point able to answer right back usually.
It has one of those feels where it feels like Traders Point should be up like 8 or 10, but it's only a 2-point game. Bethesda's just get close enough.
How about the mismatch here? Grant and Ferguson. Grant blows right by him. Floater. Oh. Ferguson rips it away. Up the floor to Stuckey. He doesn't have the numbers, so he'll bring things back out. Into the corner. Malagan's 3. Boy, he started off hot, but he has missed his last 3 tries. And it's out of bounds off Bethesda.
I know Malagan has had the hot hand, but that's one you maybe want to kick out and run your offense a little bit that time. Now let's see, with only 4 fouls, if Bethesda's a little more aggressive on defense.
It's flip-flopped from the first half. Bethesda's going to be shooting free throws every foul from here on out. They switch Stuckey back on to Grant. Thornton will guard Busick, who's hit 2 huge threes in the third quarter. Justice tried to get fancy with it. Busick and Girton were in that spot, and a turnover, a chance for Bethesda to either tie or take the lead.
That's still, I have only 8 turnovers in the game for Traders Point, just about half their season average.
2-3 zone. They swing it around a couple of times. Backdoor cut. Thornton has to get it back out towards the volleyball line. And now he'll drive baseline. Works with Ferguson. Shot was deflected. Patriots wanted a foul. Simmons Little, nice Euro step and able to finish.
That's a 4-point swing right there. The 2 you thought you had and the 2 you gave up at the other end.
Stuckey, he can answer quickly.
I think we're going to be in for a fun finish here.
Luke Stuckey has all 6 of his points in this second half. Stuck in the corner is Amari. Foul's going to go on Jamison Chapman. Back to the block. Well, if you think if you're a Traders Point fan, you thought it was a block, and then the finish for Simmons Little, but perhaps some contact there if you're a Bethesda fan.
Yeah, they definitely thought so on the bench. You could tell by that reaction over there.
Justice will inbound it at the halfway point of this final 8 minutes. Girton. Simmons Little was quiet up until that layup he made. Airball 3, unfortunately, from Justice.
I was wondering if we were going to see Traders Point get a little more aggressive offensively and go after Malagan with those 4 fouls.
Dangerous pass there from Thornton. But we will stay on this end of the floor. Samuel able to get it into Carter, and he's fouled. And they say he was, I believe, in the act of shooting. We could see free throws upcoming for Carter Thornton, who has not scored in this game. Thornton had 9 a few days ago. And for the first time, he gets into the box score. We haven't jinxed them just yet. Free throws are still good. Here's a chance to tie it now. Second free throw looks good, and it is.
We got a tie ball game.
41 apiece. Poked from behind, and Busick,
I believe, committed the foul there, did not he?
Yeah, he got it taken away and then committed the foul.
And now a chance for Bethesda to take their first lead since early second quarter, I believe, going to the foul line.
Ten of 10 shooting free throws are the Patriots.
1-1 here.
Ferguson keeps the perfection alive. This is not the half that you want to have the 9 team fouls if you're Traders Point, because you only committed, 3 in the first half. You only allowed Bethesda to shoot 3 free throws the entire first half. There's their first miss, but the Patriots do take the lead for the first time since the first quarter. Into the lane, Grant, that's a tough shot.
Yeah, that's not the shot you were looking for, I don't think, if you're Coach Busick.
Stuckey wants to take things easy.
Yeah, now Bethesda is slowing down the offense.
Skip pass. Coach Gerbom's quickly up on his feet. He wanted a timeout there. It's going to be a full timeout. Bethesda has the lead 42-41. Don't go anywhere. Still 2:37 left to decide this one from Traders Point Christian Academy.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
We welcome you back to Whitestown, Indiana, where Bethesda Christian just took a timeout. They have their first lead since the first quarter. In a prime position here to extend that lead, perhaps. So we'll see this out-of-bounds play for the Patriots.
Bethesda defense has contributed to this too, holding Traders Point so far to 2 points in the fourth quarter.
Girton got his hand on it. Inside, Ferguson left it well short. Simmons Little comes out of the traffic. Has it ripped away by Malagan. Going the other way now. Sam with the left hand. Sam Malagan's got 13. Grant, can he tie it? He cannot. That was Justice, actually. Amari has made 1 3 tonight.
Yeah, struggling a little bit from three-point range tonight. Normally 30% from back there.
This is a team that shoots 33% in Traders Point.
How long do you foul if you're Traders Point?
Grant nearly steals it away from Stuckey. You're going to perhaps need 1 or 2 threes if you're Traders Point.
No shot clock in Indiana High School. Bethesda can be very patient here.
It's a matter of keep away at this point. Dump down to Ferguson. He nearly loses the handle on it, yet he's still able to finish. Ferguson has 8 in the quarter. 5-point advantage for the Patriots and a foul baseline. Girton was on a mission.
They had a foul to give there.
We're now under a minute.
4 on Ferguson now.
Foul on DeMonte. Isaac checks in, but there's a full timeout anyways called by Coach Sean Busick. His team trails by 5. All of a sudden, this game has switched to the other side of the floor with Bethesda. They lead by 5. We mentioned Ferguson, 8 in this quarter. There's been 2 points added from Thornton, Sam Malagan, and Stuckey, but Ferguson didn't score at all in the third, had 4 points at halftime. He's starting to play a huge factor. No one really has a matchup with him from Traders Point.
No, not at all. Ferguson definitely has the size advantage there. He's starting to show that here as he's starting to take over here in this fourth quarter for Bethesda Christian.
So you can either get a 2 or 3 here. You have your options. There's still plenty of time. There's 57.5 seconds remaining. And so we'll see what Coach Sean Busick comes with out of this timeout and who he will go to. Grant has not scored in this quarter. The only one to score in this quarter has been Cooper Simmons Little. Traders Point led 39-32 entering this fourth quarter. It has been a 14-2 run scoring for Bethesda. They finally get it in. Girton has it in the corner. Ferguson nearly poked it away.
Yeah, well, as you said, Jared, no need to force anything here. You still got 50 seconds.
Bad pass off of Girton. He wasn't expecting it. Boy, a bad turnover. I'm not sure if that's what Traders Point wanted there. Girton looked like he was not expecting a pass at all.
Yeah, there was a little bit of confusion there, I think, unfortunately, for Traders Point.
And no doubt about it, you bring the full court pressure if you're the Knights.
Yeah, I think you may have to start fouling here.
Ferguson does get fouled. Justice had to.
That'll be 2 shots the rest of the way.
Nobody has more than 3 fouls for Traders Point. They're going to keep their best 5 out there. Ferguson so far tonight, 4 of 5 at the charity stripe. The first one is good. What a fourth quarter swing we have seen. Compared to the third, looks like 2 different ball games.
Yeah, in one quarter here, basically. Yeah, right. Now you're down 7.
And the Knights have to work fast.
You may need a 3 now.
Busick
taking a lot of time here.
Justice hand up, still able to hit it. Huge 3 for Amari Justice.
In the game here.
He's got 8 points, his second 3. It's a full timeout. Coach Busick sneaking it in as the shot went through the net.
I believe that, no, they have 1 timeout left.
There's been only 5 made threes tonight from Traders Point. For Bethesda, they haven't necessarily needed threes. They only have 1 in this half. That came from Malagan. Malagan has the only threes. He's got 3 of them. So you only see the three-point shooting go in for Sam. Nobody else has made any, but still, it's been the free throw shooting, and it's been getting some size involved, like DeMonte Ferguson, who has 10 points in this fourth quarter, 14 altogether.
Now, if you're a Traders Point, maybe try to get 1 steal, but then an immediate foul. Try and extend the game here.
They will run Stuckey out of bounds and throw it to him.
Now the clock
they ran the clock because you're allowed to do that. Stuckey, he ran out of bounds. They threw it to him. You sometimes see that, and it only usually comes in instances like this late in the ball game. But the clock did run. A nice catch by the official. Ferguson came flashing in, and now they do get the ball to DeMonte. Across half court. Simmons Little will foul him. 18.4, so they burn about 3 seconds off the clock.
That's actually 4 on Simmons Little. I only had him for 3.
You got to deny that. I know he made a good shot. Can't let him get the ball.
DeMonte back to the free throw line where he has been more than anybody tonight. In this quarter alone, he's 5 of 6. And he is 7 of 8 in the ball game. Huge free throws from DeMonte. 5-point lead as he misses the second. And Traders Point with the shot. Tipped out by DeMonte, 11.5.
Well, again, if you can get a 2 here, it's still going to be a 1-possession game, but it's going to have to be a pretty quick shot here. Either way.
Justice looking for somebody. Dangerous pass. Simmons Little over his left shoulder. Shot doesn't fall. And it's Ferguson and Girton going after the basketball. Let's see what the call is here. Looks like it's a foul on Girton. That is indeed the case. And guess who's going back to the free throw line?
Made a living there in the fourth quarter here.
DeMonte's got 15 tonight.
Now Bethesda Christian stepping up when it counted, holding Traders Point to 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Looks like it's going to be the difference here.
It's been a huge fourth quarter. It's now 18-5 the scoring. Ferguson adds on to it. Another free throw goes in for him. No need to foul or do anything if you're Bethesda. Simmons Little catch and shoot. 3 won't go. That's the final. Bethesda Christian with a huge fourth quarter knocks out Traders Point and wins it 51-44. They extend their winning streak to 4 games and now move to 12-2 on the season. We'll be back with the Family Source Insurance postgame show after a quick break. This is Indiana High School basketball on Indiana SRN.
You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sports industry career. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Traders Point Christian Academy to wrap things up. The Bethesda Christian Patriots, there's that wild shot to end the third quarter, and at that point, it was a 7-point lead for Traders Point heading into the fourth. But a lot of DeMonte Ferguson and maybe some confidence boost after that made shot helped out Bethesda Christian get this road victory.
Yeah, that definitely looks like it turned the momentum there in that fourth quarter. And then the fourth quarter, it was the DeMonte Ferguson show there for Bethesda Christian. The size for him looks like it ended up wearing down Traders Point in the end. Traders Point only a 5-point quarter, and Ferguson took over and led the Bethesda to the win.
Real quickly, final numbers for Traders Point. They were led in scoring by Tobias Grant. He had 11 points, did not score in the fourth quarter. Again, just 5 points as a team in that final quarter for the Knights. 8 points apiece from Amari Justice, Drew Busick, and Devin Gurton. 5 points added from Cooper Simmons-Little and 4 points for Jaden Corey. On the other side, for the victorious Patriots of Bethesda Christian, 17 points from DeMonte Ferguson, 13 of those in the fourth quarter. 13 points added from Sam Malagan, 6 points each from Luke Stuckey and Jamison Chapman, 3 points from Isaac Malagan, and 2 points each for Carter Thornton and Jesse Gehring to round out the scoring for Bethesda Christian, who again moved to 12-2 on the season and extend their winning streak to 4 games now. Their next game upcoming will be February 11th. That's a Friday against Southmont, a very good Southmont team. 12-3 is their record, and for Traders Point, they will next play on Saturday at Eminence High School, who is winless on the season. Real quick, one quick note, John, is just 3 games left for Traders Point, but for Bethesda Christian, they have the Pioneer Conference playoffs, and then they have 6 regular season games, so they could see maybe, 3 times as many games left for Bethesda Christian to work things out, and they are already looking superb as a team this year.
Yeah, most definitely. And those 6 games remaining going into postseason play, that could benefit them as well, playing all those games there late as you go into postseason play. And I'd like to see round 2 between these two teams, because you could see this map again in the sectionals.
So we'll wrap up things here on the Family Source Insurance postgame show. Thanks so much for tuning in here on IndianaSRN. That's John Lester. I'm Jarrett Lewis. Our cameraman tonight, Nick Lewis, and our producer is Matthew. Fist pumps in the air for Matthew. Well done, fought by those two gentlemen, and for you, John. And more games upcoming on the schedule here real quickly. We have Putnam County basketball on Thursday. Cloverdale takes on Greencastle, and North Putnam will battle with South Putnam, and then a slew of games for you on Friday. Make sure you follow us on Twitter so you can see our entire schedule there. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you can see every game live on our YouTube channel at IndianaSRN. Now, time to wrap things up here from Traders Point Christian Academy. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. Your final score, for one last time, 51-44. Bethesda Christian takes it over Traders Point Christian Academy. We'll see you for more games the rest of this week right here on IndianaSRN.